we're just going to jump right in because really all it is three guys having a conversation. Once again, we're here for another exciting edition of The Point, walk-to-walk sports talk, where our goal all the time is to help fans, players, and coaches become more intellectual in the game. And we're here to talk NBA basketball galore. The season is here, fellas. It's fun times. I'm heartbroken that my Mariners, our Mariners, I should say, Craig is a Mariners fan. Our Mariners couldn't extend the season, but it happens like that sometimes. It's this year Toronto's going to win the World Series, so it happens to be that we'll take that. And I know Ed wants the Dodgers, but that's not going to happen.
I'm West Coast. It could be anybody. As long as it's West Coast, I'm with it.
Okay, well, I'm pulling. I understand. I'm different because when people ask me to this day who I want to win the NBA championships, I'm quick to tell them the Sonics. Okay.
Who? No, I'm just asking who.
Okay. I'm quick to tell people the Sonics. And if they say the Sonics aren't even in the championship, I said, that's not what you asked me. You asked me who I wanted to win the championship.
That's a fast food chain out here. It is, Sonic. That's what I thought you were saying. I understand what you're talking about. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
That's okay because, Craig, Ed lives in the city with the Clippers, so we don't even have to say any jokes. It's already a joke.
True.
True. Yeah. Anyway, guys, the first day of the season started yesterday. And you know what? I will say this. I really want to connect with the audience because, we talk about, we're just three guys having a conversation, but we're three guys with years and years and years of basketball pedigree and understanding and effect. I mean, a lot of the topics that we talk about, a lot of the topics that we broach, that we bring to our audience is on point, just like the name says. It's as if we watch games before they actually happen. Now, I know that sounds braggadocious, but that's really how I feel. That's the reality of what we're talking about. And I want people to tap in because, you guys are pretty good. I mean, you're not great, but you guys are pretty damn good. and no, seriously. And, looks aren't everything, so that's why we have a chance. All right, fellas, so here we are. The 2025-26 season is here. Started off with, who did it start off with? Yesterday we watched the Lakers. Lakers do their thing yesterday. And also OKC and Houston. Those are two good places to start. Who wants to start? Go ahead, Ed. Come on, Ed. Your Lakers, man. Tell us about your Lakers.
Oh, we want to talk about the Lakers. To me, it's the same old Lakers. I told you I had a problem. I've always had a problem with Lakers management. They always the way they construct their team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's going to be the same old Lakers. Like I told you earlier, my prediction with the Lakers is they'll be, if they make the playoffs, 6th, 7th, or 8th. Wow. I said they're going to struggle. Defensively, they'll always struggle. And they looked terrible last night. Yeah. Right? So they need help. And I don't think LeBron at the age of 41 is going to be enough help, especially on the defensive end of the floor. Like I said, they can score, but they can't stop anybody. And it was evident last night.
Well, that's true. They really can't score, though. We broached this. We talked about this the other day, and I said that I thought that perhaps they had the most explosive or the best backcourt in the NBA, and we had to think long and hard about another contender. Now, I'll give the nod to OKC if we consider Jalen Williams a guard, but LA's backcourt is tremendous. And then to go further is what Craig said. He said, the backcourt's terrific. Slim, I'm not going to call him skinny Luka because Luka is still strong looking, man. So lean, slim Luka is the real deal. Austin Reeves, who didn't have got up to a slow start, but still found his way. But it's what you said about them defensively, Craig, which is the most important element. I'm gonna let you walk with that because they you said, yes, they're gonna be viable on one end, but
Right.
the true test and the true testament is gonna come on the defensive end of the
Other
floor.
end.
And I was
And
shocked, not because I'm wrong. I admit it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I expected DA to have more of a defensive presence, and I was a little disappointed.
It's early,
yeah,
though. It's early.
it's early, and they're going to have to find their groove. And it's just like anything else. I think you're coming into philosophy, so he's going to have to adjust to their philosophy defensively and
Mm-hmm.
offensively. The one thing I did see yesterday, and I was sitting here with my son just watching them play. I will give Luca this. He now is trying to be involved in the plays versus just another nonchalant factor in what's going on. He looks the being in shape helps him
Mm-hmm.
look like he's seeing where he should be defensively and trying to get there.
He's more
That's where I
efficient.
see the improvement.
Mm-hmm.
He's more
He's
Yes.
efficient.
in everything. Now, I do think the issue is this, and you could see it. You could see it in both teams. The thing, like, and he is masterful at scoring. Don't get it
Yes.
wrong. I mean, what do you have? 43 last night.
Easy 43.
43.
Easy.
43. But what it does is because of when he gets his 43, you watch Golden State play, and the thing is Steph no longer has to get you 25, 30. He
Mm-hmm.
can get you 23. But they also, you can tell the difference in experience of an experienced coach and a young guy who's just come into what's going on, trying to figure out exactly where he is and how he wants to improve and what he's doing. You watch Golden State last night, and the game was kind of close, and then all of a sudden play here, play there. The ball's moving and it's not sticking with those guys. So you got two or three guys that are getting you buckets during critical
Mm-hmm.
times for Golden State, where then you go back with Luca and he can score because there's nobody can stop him. But
Yeah.
it's when they do take the ball out of his hands, other guys don't really know how they're supposed to put their stamp on what's going on. And that's always going to be an issue. And it's going to be even more of an issue with Braun because Braun holds on to the ball even longer than anybody else.
He does.
So
Yeah.
and if they don't have that type of movement, they can't beat. If they're trying to beat teams like OKC, you watch. I'm watching San Antonio right now. Hey,
Anybody in the West,
Yeah.
anybody in the
top to
West,
bottom,
that's what it looks. Hey, and one thing I will give credit to, Kaminga looked
he looked
really good
good.
last night.
Well,
He
He
looked
looked.
good. He
He
did.
looked.
that's what I was gonna say,
He
He
man.
looked good.
he looked good.
You said
And when I say look good, I say look good in that he looked like he understood when it was his time to be involved
Mm-hmm.
in what was going on.
yeah.
Before he would just out of nowhere he'd try to impose his will on what was going on, and sometimes it was the wrong time. Last night he looked like that next level player because of that understanding the flow, and that's what I was impressed with Golden State about.
I think that his three ball was falling, so it made it was much easier for him to get into a flow.
Yeah,
He didn't have to force things as much. Because
right.
back last year he was doing a lot of forcing, and like it looked like he was greedy last year. He
Yeah.
looked smooth and took his time, hit the open shot, played good defense as well. I was
Yeah.
impressed with him last night.
No, I was gonna say it makes a difference when you're put in the position to have success. He's
True.
and people believe in you and give you the room to have
Mm-hmm.
flow. That's what he was able to find last night. And you said that Steph Curry was he doesn't, the onus is not on him to do as much. Well, the way they played last night with Jimmy Butler getting them started, Kaminga
Mm-hmm.
being aggressive and effective, and then in the end, who put the game to sleep as usual? Steph Curry.
Steph.
So
Yeah.
that makes it. Let me tell you something. No matter how much you score in the West, if you're not playing defense, you don't have a shot because everybody's putting the ball in the basket.
That's it.
Well,
That's true.
and if you watch Golden State down the end, it's like they're connected together on their rotations, on their closeouts, on their
Mhm.
blockouts. they're connected together. Even nobody will say it, but Steph had a nice little block at the end of the game that kind of, they were trying to get on a run, and it was a closeout. He partially deflected my man's shot from the corner there, but that's the buy-in you need from your leader like him. That's the buy-in,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
so
he caught Gabe Vincent late. You're right. I
yeah,
remember that.
yeah. Remember that one in the corner
Yeah,
down there?
he
Yeah,
caught him late.
yeah.
And
So
they were making a run at that time. You're right.
yes, they were making a run. Yeah,
I tell you this, that's the best. You talked about how being in shape helps you be more available defensively because you're more agile, and then of course fatigue is always a challenge. That was the best defensive efforts I've seen from Luka. He in spots. He did some.
yes,
He did some quality things defensively last night. I got to give him
no,
credit.
really did, really
Oh
did.
yeah. I mean, he was able to score 43 in his sleep. He was what was he 2 for 10 from 3-point land. So he wasn't sharp, but he's so efficient because he's so smart. He has such good footwork and such good body work. It's easy for him to get over. Do you think that LA can keep themselves in the playoff as playoff contenders until LeBron arrives?
I don't even think with LeBron that just like George just said right here is this right here is you with Luka being in the shape he is, and those guys playing the way they are, the Lakers are exposed now. They're exposed. They're exposed because of what they. Yeah, you went and got the one kid, the big kid. I just don't. You're
I
right.
believe their only chance is for Ayton to play well. If he starts playing well, then they have a chance. He'll take a lot of pressure off the other players on both ends of the floor, especially on the defensive end.
I didn't see it.
Like I said, but I'm telling you, if they play tomorrow, if you watch the game tomorrow, he may be a totally different player. He may play like an all-star tomorrow. He just inconsistent. He did that for Phoenix. He did it for Portland. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends. It depends on what DA is going to show up that night. See, and it's early in the season. It's early. They're trying to get stuff figured out. You know what I'm saying? So for all the teams and even all the players, man, we got to be a little patient and see how things works out because it's early, man.
Speaking of early, it was fun to watch Kevin Durant's first game with the Rockets. That was a competitive game. That was a very winnable game for Houston, even though Houston's in a precarious position. They have a lot of talented players. I was really impressed with Amin Thompson's handle. But as a point guard, Craig, there's a difference between handling the rock and being able to also handle the team. Those are completely two different things. And so they're in a tough position because they need a point guard. Amin Thompson, I was impressed that he has the handle to be able to bring the ball up the court, but bringing the ball up the court does not make you a point guard. Reed Shepherd, I'm very impressed that he's with his dribbling, but dribbling is even less than ball handling. Dribbling aids and abets you from being able to manipulate to get the spots to shoot your shot to score. Houston, they almost won last night without a point guard, and they desperately need one.
I think with a point guard they win last night. With the point guard, I believe they win last night. I think I was impressed with them. I think they're gonna be a very good team, especially with Easy Money Sniper. Like I said, it's early in the season, so they got to kind of get used to each other. But they long, they athletic. Like I said, and they're well coached. Man, he was the most impressive I've seen, other than Wemby tonight. Other than Wemby tonight, Sengun was the most impressive I've seen.
Yeah. Well, it's a toss up between him and Luka. Luka, like I said, Luka did what he did and was off from. He didn't have his
Yeah,
he didn't have his long
Luka's
ball.
special, man.
But
Yeah,
Şengün does it all. I mean, what he did this summer in the international play is not a fluke. He dominated all
no.
summer long, and he's off to a fast start early
When
this
is he
season.
not? When is he not dominated? He's always dominated. He's always.
Well, you know he's on my bet roster. He's on my roster. I mean,
He
I'm not
always
gonna lie to
dominates
you.
though.
I got off to a rocky start last night. You know, I only go with the
Yeah.
5, bet the 5 or the 10, but I had a 6-leg parlay. Everybody came through for me except for Caruso, who needed 10 points and had 8 points early. Couldn't give me 2 points for that 5-10. I
Fell
would
asleep.
have bought you guys pizza, man. I would have bought you
Vegas called, man.
The
Vegas called.
No,
They call
no, it was last night watching OKC in Houston. There's a lot of talented players on that floor. Chet Holmgren
Yes.
is amazingly talented.
Yeah.
Who else was I impressed with? I said Amin Thompson already. Şengün is a beast.
Yes.
Even Smith. I'm forgetting his. I can't. I'm spacing.
I know you're talking about it ain't Josh, not Josh Smith.
No, the young fella. He's tough too. He worked.
He looked good last night.
He looked good. I mean, both teams look good. That was a game that was a very winnable game for Houston. But like I said, you know, it's hard. It's hard winning without a quarterback. It really is.
Well, you're seeing it tonight with Dallas. Dallas
Absolutely.
is getting smacked, and you can throw Cooper out there and try to disguise it, but it's just like you said,
That ain't gonna work, and it's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
No.
And you
Actually hurt
and
them.
they're at home, and San Antonio is smacking them.
Well,
Smacking them.
Well,
And-
you're not getting
and
you're not
I'm
getting
gonna
the
tell you
real
this.
Cooper flag. You're not getting the real Cooper flag. If
Yeah.
you roll
No,
him
no,
out
no.
at the point guard, that's not the real Cooper flag.
Right.
Has he ever
And
played
so,
point?
and they don't have a backup, which is it's
They got
weird how they don't
Russell.
have a backup.
They got Russell.
Yeah. Well,
They need. Come
D'Angelo.
on now, D'Angelo Russell is
Yeah, he can hold it. He can hold it down until they need to run him at the point.
He can hold it down. Yeah,
They need to run him at the point until Kyrie gets back.
Yeah, and they're talking about Kyrie maybe getting back in November.
Yes.
Yeah. Coaches sometimes.
But I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you what. San Antonio is the scariest team out there. Because you know what? I'm watching them. I'm watching them play right now, and De'Aaron Fox isn't even on the floor yet.
No, he doesn't need to be.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's not out there yet.
Craig.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I just told Ed a little bit earlier that crossover to the cup, rock the baby because somebody reached in, reverse dunk might be the coldest big man dunk I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean that was tough.
I mean the context of all the things he had to do. First of all, cross a dude over out on the perimeter, get past him, then have to deal with someone reaching with it, and then I got to go to the other side, and I'm over here now. I might as well just bang that reverse bang. When have you seen? I mean,
he's a problem, man. He's a problem.
Ed, that reminds me of when Roman was little, and we showed him the dunk of Daryl Dawkins when he down the middle. When who was that on?
Yeah, he just wasn't that Robazine or something.
I don't know. It wasn't that one. It was the one down the middle.
I think it was a Laker.
It was.
He put his leg in his chest.
Oh yeah, he put his leg in his chest.
I believe that was Bob McAdoo.
Roman, your son laughed. He watched that 100 times. He was like, "That's one of the most impressive dunks." But with Wembanyama, he's a cheat code, Craig. Come on, man.
Well, he's one of one.
PlayStation.
He's one of one. You know. Yeah, there's nothing in your scouting report that you can put out there that can help you when he decides to do what he wants to do. You know, and you know what he's doing. Yeah. You know what he's doing that I just saw here? See, last year, you could kind of mess with him and you could bait him into shooting deep jump shots. You know, he ain't playing around like that.
He's gotten
He ain't playing
stronger.
with the kids no more.
Remember I told you a while ago, the next big freak that comes in the league is going to be around 7 foot, and he's going to be a combination of Giannis, but he can shoot it and he can handle it.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
That's
freak
him.
size, he can handle the ball. Man, he came up, he just came up the court earlier, crossed somebody over and found somebody in the corner with a look away pass for the three. But he's 7 foot 7'1". That's crazy, man.
Don't sleep on this, because he is going down to the block with the back to the basket, and you know who he was working with this summer.
Who?
Hakeem the Dream.
Tim Duncan? Oh, he's working with Hakeem.
He was working with Hakeem.
Okay.
He was working with Hakeem. And I saw him, he's in there, he's doing back to the basket, shimmying, bank shots, and you can't block it.
He's impressive,
So it's
man.
like,
impressive.
he's
impressive.
That's some of the best 15 pounds in 15-pound game, and that 15 pounds is amazing on him, because you don't have to be that much stronger when you have all the other attributes, but the fact that he's getting stronger is making it's almost ridiculous, man. I mean, it is.
Well,
it is.
The thing I'm very proud of is as I see my man stand up on the sideline, and I remember him when he was a young high schooler, and he's directing the show.
That's right.
Oh, Miss Johnson.
Oh, Mitch. Miss Johnson. That's good.
And you can see you give somebody with the basketball pedigree of Mitch that type of roster and that type of environment with that type of access to mentorship. I mean, that's a hell of a formula. I mean, we know Mitch grew up. We raised Mitch. He grew up here, so we know him. We know his mindset. You know, it was a pleasure coaching him for 2 years in high school. And being able to, one of the funnest things was to have conversations with JJ every day at practice, because JJ, I still tell people that was the smartest Sonic on that championship team.
Yep.
Was John Johnson.
Yeah.
And Mitch is an extension of that.
Yeah.
So teams that got you the lead, and consequently you let the other teams fight back and get right back into the game.
Sigma, knowing he has 3 fouls on him, could not really get inside the vest of Billy Paultz on the turnaround jump shot. Now it's 9 points for Paultz, and it is 62-47. Johnny Johnson has had an incredible game.
Wemby's going to get him paid.
Yeah, because
he's going to be well off.
As long as he stays with them, they're going to win some championships.
Oh, they're going to
win some championships. Yeah.
There you go. Not just win, championships.
Yeah. They're going to win championships.
And speaking of which, you have to have it on both sides. You have to have a big, and you have to have the right type of little. And Harper, you can see it. He looks like a veteran out there the way he plays. He's a big guard. And you know, because of the environment and the culture of San Antonio, you've got a kid like Vassell who's had years of having success, and now he's kind of have to take a back seat a little bit, but because you're in the right culture, it's okay, because it's a winning culture, and so you can accept you can accept a different role when it's Wemby in the balance. When featuring Wemby has impacted my role, I'm okay with that, because you know he still has a role to play. You know, he knocks shots down for them, but I tell you, Dylan, the way he can slash and get to the cup at ease, and to have Wemby, man, it's going to make life a lot easier for everybody else on that team.
Yeah. You said something, Troy, that I hope people don't not hear what you just said, when you said because of the culture and the way that the culture is presented in San Antonio, you understand that that's what basketball, winning basketball at the highest level, is supposed to be like. And so for somebody who has to, like you said, like the kid has to take a back seat, but it's not really a back seat. It's just making our team more who we are. Where there's a lot of organizations where those guys will still be like, nah, this is mine. I'm getting mine. And you'll have that inside fighting amongst each other, and which keeps you from trying to be successful as an organization, as a team. So no, that's critical for them right there to understand that.
That's the
I
definition.
think winning helps cure all that too. Any of those animosities amongst each other. If you're winning, everybody getting along, everybody having fun, man. Everybody goes with the flow, and you can't unless you're Wemby, you can't be a star on a team because of Wemby. You got to take a backseat to that dude, man. He's that good, you know.
Yeah.
So
but that puts the cart in front of the horse a little bit. It is, but the winning part is kind of putting the cart in front of the horse, because before you get to the winning, you have to have selflessness, and that's what that environment develops in players, because everyone buys in. You check your ego at the door, and it's all an extension of Popovich, because he had the ultimate advantage. He said if I'm fortunate enough to be able to coach Tim Duncan hard, and if I can coach Tim Duncan hard, everybody else has to acquiesce and get in line and be accountable for what we're trying to do. If I can force Timmy to do it, well, that's the same thing they have now. You can see the type of person that Wemby is. That's part of what makes it special. He's a special type of star because he's a special type of person. And speaking of special type of people, it kind of takes us back to all the credit that they're giving to Cooper Flagg. And he's in a tough spot. He's off to a rough start to get things started, but it's because he's playing out of position. But he's not the only rookie. He's not the only rookie. There are some other rookies. This is exciting. We haven't got a chance to watch Ace Bailey, but we have got a chance to watch that boy VJ Etchko. Come on now. He has a record-setting performance tonight, 34 points. It's the most points by a rookie in their debut, I believe.
Since Wilt.
Since Wilt Nelson. Wilt Nelson. Yeah. Is that what it is? 34 points.
And you know who his game is kind of patterned after.
Jimmy.
He's a little more athletic.
He's athletic Jimmy Butler, and it looked like that. Who would you say, Craig?
Well, no, not only that, but just being ready to be in this moment of who he is, and he's been with him and grew up with him and working with him. SGA.
Okay.
Oh, really?
SGA.
I see more Dwayne Wade than SGA, but that's amazing that they came up together. That's going to speak to his IQ, because SGA, that's the thing that people underestimate is his IQ. Like how he drew the game winner last night was amazing on Kevin Durant. You got a 7-footer, you're able to draw that foul. That's using your thinking cap.
Yeah. But you were telling me though, Troy, weren't you telling me he had 10 in the first half, and then in the second half he just went
exploded.
Exploded. And ended up with 36, 35?
You know what? He don't explode. That's the wrong choice of word. He don't explode. He just takes his time and just chops you up all night. Slowly, and just chops you up. Bucket here, lay up there, pass here. Stop in the lane, pull up here.
Slightly paper cuts, don't he?
Slightly, politely, and all nightly. Would you say slightly, politely, and all nightly?
He just slowly kills you, man. He's nice.
Hey,
He's nice.
I watched another rookie today that I thought was a good player. It was Charlotte versus the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets
Yeah.
rookie point guard, 6'6", he's only 19 years old. I believe his name is Sarv. I was very impressed with him. But let me tell you who I was also impressed with. Charlotte has two dynamite, actually three rookies that are three quality rookies. But Kalkbrenner and Con Knipple got the starts tonight for Charlotte. Charlotte also picked up Colin Sexton, who helps them tremendously. You talked about this, Craig. You said that this was your make or break year on LaMelo in terms of in terms of how he's able to actually lead the team in more than just theatrics. Well, no, he had a very, very conductor-like performance tonight. Charlotte looks formidable. They blew the Nets out. Michael Porter didn't play especially well. I thought the Nets took a lot of bad shots, but I will say this: that big 7-foot kid rookie gives them a huge defensive presence, and he gives them an inside presence offensively. Also, he's a 4-year player at Creighton. I'm very, very impressed. Brandon Miller was big tonight. Charlotte may find themselves in the playoffs. Believe it or not, Craig.
Well, let's like I said, it's early,
I would
man.
love to see him.
Let's see how Big Boy does when he rolls into Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? When he rolls into Denver. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how he does then when his eyes are wide open, when he see Jokic in front of him. Let's check him out and see how.
Well, Charles has them playing. Charles Lee is their head coach, I believe. He's got them playing defense, man, and they're rotating. They did, man. They're rotating to the ball.
They look good. They look good.
They really did. Although you don't know what you have with Brooklyn yet, and they've got new pieces they're trying to figure out. And we already talked about this, man. The what do you want to call it? The quality of play is not there yet from what we've been watching for the last 2 months. We've been watching the ladies play, and the guys, the game is just not there yet. It's
true, man. I don't mean to cut you off. Like I said,
it'll be in about 3 weeks. You'll see who's who and what's what. In about 3 weeks. Give them about 3 weeks.
In terms of teams, right?
Well, in terms of teams, yes.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, it's a little early. It's a little early. But I want to say on what you were saying, Troy, about the girls' game. We were saying earlier, man, it's two different games, man. It's basketball, but it's not the same. Just the way the game is played. The girls play the game, I would say, the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah.
Fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? It's a better brand of basketball. The NBA is more of an entertainment to me. It's good basketball. And in the playoffs, you can't compare that to anything. But it's entertainment. You're entertaining. And like you said earlier, man, bad shots. We were sitting here watching. Damn, that was a bad shot. That was a bad shot.
Yeah.
To NBA players, there are no such thing as bad shots. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that Luka was shooting last night, I was like, wait a minute. Drop, bottoms. They hit shots. The girls are, they solid, man. They play the game. They play the game, like I said, the way it's supposed to be played. So it's a big difference.
Throws me, even though they're talented, it still throws me off when I see a three early in the clock without exploring any other shot. When you can always get that, 2 points is still 2 points. 2 points. How many times is 2 points less than 0? Is 2 points ever going to be less than 0?
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. 2 points is 2 points. That doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
2 points is more than 0. So,
true.
or this the 2-for-1 ideology. Oh, we're going to jack up 2 bad shots. So instead of getting 1 quality shot, it's just things I don't quite get. But I do get this. Man, this is the fastest half hour in show business. The point, walk to walk, sports talk. Because as soon as we start talking, it's that time again. Fellas, can you believe that this quickly that we're here once again? And I enjoy it. It's just, like I said, it's just three guys having the conversation. I'm shocked that we're at the end. Matter of fact, I can't wait I'm so excited about the season. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait till next Thursday when we can do this again, because there's so much to talk about. It's just getting started, and I love it.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can watch another week of basketball, and the next week when we come back, we'll have some predictions. Some early season predictions.
Well, yeah.
I tell you what, you guys were, you guys are right that you're not sure if Cooper's going to have enough room to be Rookie of the Year, because you've got some other candidates that are going to have more space to perform, and it's a blessing also that he's able to just be able to play. And the only pressure that will be on him is his ego, because he wanted to debut better than he did tonight. But that's okay. He's going to have time to go with his own pace, and he has the talent, he has the aptitude. It's just a matter of time. You have to find the right role for him. Point guard is not the right role for him. No knock on him. He has the mental acuity to pull it off, but playing quarterback is a niche position, and you just
different mindset, totally different mindset.
Bunch of different. It really is.
Yes.
And so, and you see that like it was Lonzo Ball's debut with Cleveland, and he was doing point guard like things for them. He wasn't scoring the ball necessarily, but he was rebounding, he was facilitating. It's a different role. It's just the way you think. When you're used to putting the ball in the basket, that's an adjustment to make when you're strictly putting your own skill sets on the back. Your own scoring on the back burner, so you can facilitate and get the team into the right rhythm of things. That's a skill to do. That takes experience, and that's a tough spot for him to be in.
And there's only a few organizations in which you can bring in a guy who hasn't been quote unquote a point guard, but your philosophy and the way your team plays, it lends to helping them that way. Because you know what? Everybody says that Steph Curry is a point guard, but we all know Steph Curry ultimately was a shooter, scorer. Now, the thing that makes him is because his high IQ is so high that he recognizes those other things about having the ball in his hands or helping himself be better because he helps his other teammates. That takes a special quality, but it also helps that he's playing for an organization that the ball touches everybody's hands, and it's not predicted on one player having it in their hands to make those plays happen. I think what Steve Kerr does is a lot harder than people give him credit for, to get people to play that style of play. And it's the same thing like when you watch San Antonio play. The ball moves. It moves.
Well, you're right, but we're gonna have to shut this down. Let's if this is your first time watching us, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you get a chance. We're gonna be back at you again. You see, we can't wait. We can't wait. We can talk about this stuff all night long, but that time has come. So we're gonna catch you same time next week, 4 o'clock Thursday. Get at us. Peace.
Peace.